are few questions that all of us, I mean, we as women should ask ourselves that are we women? Are we women appreciating the others women, or are, in case if we are appreciating the other women's near us or around us, are we seeing the other women also appreciating the other women's? Are we encouraging other women? Are we motivating and helping other women? Be it our daily help or be it anyone, be it in the member in the family who really needs our help. Are we as women helping them or motivating them? Helping doesn't mean that economically you need to help others, but helping means, are we really motivating? Can we give the 2 minutes of our time and sound their mind? Are we doing that? Are we not criticizing and judging others women at the instant we meet them? Are we really feeling happy and proud of for the other women who are achieving their goals? Are we really happy? Are we not discriminating at our home between any of the gender? Are we also really a gender unbiased? Are we giving compliments to our women co-workers or to any of the women we are interacting? Are we really behaving equally if we are on a post or at any position where we have the power? Are we really trying to pull those women and really want them to sit near to us or want to see around us? Are we really? The only motive and the only intention to ask all these questions is, when we say empowerment, there are two words, power and empowerment. Power means Shakti. In Hindu, we call it Shakti. Empower means Sashakt. And empowerment means Sashakti Karan. What do you mean by power? Power doesn't comes with a post. Yes, it can come and you can be there on that post for a certain time period. But like having that post and then encouraging all these things as a women, are we doing that? So power is to have a powerful mind. Power means to have a rationality. Power is to have a reasonability, and power means that we, all of us as women, are above all these things. Yes, we are appreciating. Yes, there should be a clear-cut answer. Yes, we are appreciating. Yes, we are encouraging. At least one woman in my life, we are encouraging. Yes, we are motivating and helping. Yes, we are not criticizing any women for any of the things, be it their color, be it their height, be it their body. So body shame is not something which we can judge. Yes, we are feeling happy and proud for others' achievement, although we are not achieving, or maybe our achievement is different. Yes, we are not discriminating. We are not gender biased. Yes, we are behaving equally. And yes, we are giving compliments to other women. This is called power. Power can only happen when power will happen, then only empower comes. सशक्त, हम जब बोलते हैं एक सशक्त भारत या एक सशक्त महिला सशक्तिकरण, वो पॉसिबल ही नहीं है जब तक कि हम खुद को पावरफुल ना बनाएं. If we have been given a post, right, a very higher post, the powers we have, if we are not utilizing those powers to remove the discrimination, then how could we say we have a powerful mind? No. Yes, we got the post, but it's a myth that we have powered ourselves. So first power yourself, then you should know the rights of yours, then only you can empower. So first power. So I think the only question is that, are we women as a women doing all those things? Yes. So the clear-cut answer should be yes, we all are doing that. And we should make sure that yes, we are doing on our level. But if we see around us that few people are not doing, then we should always motivate and encourage them to do that. So that is called as the power. I have underlined here the word power. So power means what? Power means that on the basis of rationality, on the basis of intelligence, on the basis of thinking, on the basis of effective decision making, you are powerful. You are unbiased as a woman. Okay, you are rational as a woman. So if you are given a post, or you're not given a post, or you're not given a power, but you have a powerful mind. Once you have that power, right, that you are above all those things, you are above the discrimination in everything, and you yourself do not do the discrimination, then you will evolve as a powerful woman, and then only you will empower others. That's why a dependent women don't empower a women. Here, the dependent doesn't mean that economically or financially you are dependent. Dependent means that your brain is not depending on other. Your सोच, I mean आपका जो thought process है वो किसी और पर नहीं depend करता है. आपकी अपनी एक सोच है. As a mother, as a mother-in-law, as a daughter, or as a bhabhi, or any kind of relation in which you are you really, do you really feel that yes, you are powerful, yes, you do not discriminate, and yes, you can clearly say yes or no to all these questions? Then you are powered. And once a woman is powered with all the thought process, then definitely she deserves to be empowered, because when we are powered, we know that our mind is not going in any of those things which are not of use, right? We feel happy for the others achievement and all those things. That reflects a powerful mind, that reflects a positive mind, and then only we can take our life's decision properly, intelligently, with reasonability and with rationality. But in case if we lack a power in our mind and thought process, then everything will be very hazy in our own life. We are not even able to make the decisions in our life. Our vision gets blurred. It's not just because हम ये नहीं कह सकते मुझे समझ में नहीं आता. It's all about that our mind lacks the clarity. So first have a powerful mind, and then I think there's no one who can stop you to be empowered. सशक्तिकरण नारी का तभी संभव है जब नारी खुद पावरफुल हो अपने दिमाग से. और दिमाग से पावरफुल होने का मतलब है कि हम इन सब चीजों से ऊपर उठ के इसके बारे में आगे सोचें. और वो तभी पॉसिबल है जब हम ये सारी चीजें विच इज नॉट ऑफ which doesn't matters in life, हम उन चीजों को छोड़ दें, and then we just focus our mind on the empowerment. So empowerment means you have a control and power over your own life. And so basically I would not say it's a own life, I would say it's that you have control and power over your own mind. Your mind is not biased. This is a control. An unbiased mind is a control. Your mind always uses reasonability. Okay, you allocate the right work to the right person irrespective of any of the factors. Okay, so you have that ability that you know what you need, what you want, what are your opinions, what are your beliefs, and what are your feelings, and all these are unbiased. Okay, so basically if we see the empowerment or a sashakti-karan, it's a process. Okay, it requires time. If you went to the history and you look back that once there was a ritual called as the sati pratha, right, जिसमें कि जो ladies इसके husband की death हो जाती थी उनको directly जला दिया जाता था. You see that we are coming from that part where she was burnt into ashes along with her husband. So the social reforms took place. There were so many good leaders who were okay, who actually took these reforms. Then comes the time where the welfare of women, right? So there were many welfare schemes which have been made by the government and executed by the government. Then comes the development. Then how we need to develop the women. So development is not just about the physical development. It's about the development on all over the front, on all the fronts. Okay, and then comes the empowerment. So right now we are at the stage of empowerment, and we have just started. But I think in order to empower, we need to make our mind powerful. Our thought process should be very clear. What we are asking from the society, first of all, we should prove it that yes, we are above all those things. If we are asking them that yes, we should not be discriminated on the basis of gender, then I think we must first ourselves be committed that yes, we are also not discriminating. If we are asking the society to give us the platform where we can get the opportunity, then I think as a mother, as a sister, or in any of the form, wherever we are, we should also give the equal opportunity to the people on which we are above, right? In case if there is a daily help who is coming to your home, then I think we should make sure that we are also behaving with her properly, and we are not like just doing such things which are like, which doesn't come in a I would say a rational way. So first, as women, we should make sure that we are rational, we are reasonable, we are effective, we are having a greater participation in all those things what we are demanding, then only it will come. So we are at this stage. Now, that's why I said that before going for the big picture of a women empowerment, the self empowerment is very important. So first, have a powerful mind means have a good thoughts, right? Develop a positive attitude. We should always we try to learn from someone rather than criticizing. Criticizing is very important, but I think until and unless you're not in that profession, it's not very good. So always develop a positive attitude. Set a reasonable goals that yes, these are my small goals which are reasonable to be achieved, and achieve them. Surround yourself with the positive people. That is very important. You should always practice your self-care. Nourishing your mind with the good thoughts is also a self-care. It's also a pampering. Use positive self-talk. You should always don't go in the ego or any of the things, or don't always feel that I have been discriminated. Always go for the root cause, that why it is happening. Be assertive in your actions and create an action list. Just don't speak, just try to have the little goals set up and achieve them all, right? Because it's very easy to make an excuse, but it's very difficult to really take out that time and work on the actions. So I would say that self-empowerment is the first key. When we are self-empowered, then automatically everything will be very clear to us. Now, women. So I would say that, see, if you see women and men, the only two letters which differentiate the women and men is WO. Rest, everything is same in them. So what are those two things? The W is wonderful gift of nature. Definitely. Women is a wonderful gift of nature. And she's the originator of life. She gives a life. And though these two things are the only things which differentiates women from men, otherwise men and women are same. The only difference is the gender. But if you see here, the wonderful gift of nature, yes, women is a wonderful gift of nature because she has been chosen to give a life. Just imagine, are we not, means as a lawyer, I have seen many cases that where the women has been harassed. Many of the places, women are responsible for that. So why are we not responsible for all those things? Yes, we are. So if we have been if we have been naturally so wonderful people, I mean, wonderful by nature, and we have given the opportunity to give a life, we originate a life, then why should we discriminate? I think we should not. If these two things are there which outstand us from the men, then I think we should use it for the advantage of the society. So I think from today, we as a women should not do all those things for which we are demanding, what we are demanding from the society. That's the first step towards the women empowerment, or I would say power to empowerment. Now, women empowerment, it can be possible in many ways. So women can be empowered socially. Yes, it can be empowered educationally, definitely equal opportunity. It can be empowered economically. So like equal wages for the equal kind of work. So no gender biasness. Yes, politically, yes, definitely. Earlier, there was many countries where the women are not given the a right to vote, but now that has been changed. Many things are changed. And psychologically, I think as women, if we are surrounded by any of the women, okay, be it our daughter-in-law, be it your sister-in-law, or any of your colleagues or something, Psychologically, it's very important that we do believe in other women. Okay, we encourage them, which is very important. And yes, the other people also in the family or in the society, on the country or on the international level, they should psychologically accept us as a powerful in any of the matters. So be it flying an arrow, be it like riding a bicycle or flying a rocket or going in a rocket or flying an aeroplane or a helicopter or delivering the food door to door through Swiggy or Zomato or driving a cab. So I would like to say that this time when I was traveling just 2 days back, I was very happy to see a women driver came, right? For a cab. So it was really, so this is a kind of empowerment only. So rather than, having that perspective, oh my God, she has to drive the car and take me to the home. I just said, wow. And I said to her that you are doing great. So this is called women empowerment. You need to encourage other women and you will automatically get the encouragement. If you are on a post where you have the power, so many things, then try that you are doing rationalism. You are doing everything using your rationality and reasonability. And this is called as the power. Okay. Now let's see that how intellectual property rights will help in the women empowerment. So I will not go in much detail of what are intellectual property rights, but the only, just in nutshell, I would say that by using your intellect or your mind or your thought, when you create a property and the right over those properties called as intellectual property rights. In Hindi, if I would say, it's like बौद्धिक संपदा अधिकार. अपनी बुद्धि के प्रयोग से आप जिस तरीके की प्रॉपर्टी क्रिएट करते हैं और उस प्रॉपर्टी पे आपको जो अधिकार मिलते हैं, those are called as intellectual property rights. Now, since the involvement of brain is here, the involvement of creativity is here, that's why the word is intellectual. Okay, so how it is possible? So I would say that since it's a right, so that means आपको legally ये right मिलता है. Let me tell you, in IPR, intellectual property rights, first of all, there is no gender biasness. If any of the applicant, be you are a female or you are a male, I'm women है या men है, आप जो भी इसको अप्लाई करते हैं वहां ये नहीं देखा जाता है कि whether it's women so it has to be given or not. So it is irrespective of that. So IPR definitely differentiate नहीं करता और discriminate नहीं करता between the men and women. The only thing is the intellect, we need to apply the intellect. So let's move ahead and see how we can improvise our life and how we can empower the women through intellectual property rights. Rights, I would just in a nutshell say that yes, these are the pillars of modern civilized society, and empowerment can only possible, सशक्त हम तभी हो सकते हैं जब आपको आपके rights के बारे में पता चले. And secondly, first of all is the awareness of the rights, and second one is you are using those rights. Right? So definitely rights is an important part. And as you have seen, the way we are evolving and the way we have been developed, especially the women, there were rights which were not available for the women, but now they have the right for everything. I mean, everything, right? So second, these are the freedoms or the entitlement guaranteed by law. And as per law, all are equal. Few of the rights are called as fundamental right, which are inalienable, and few are the property. So here we will talk about the property rights, but in property also we will talk about the intellectual property rights, like the rights which we can create. See, in property law, I will not go in detail in that, why and what, but I just want to mark a differentiation between both of the laws and the property is one, is the physical property, another one, is the intellectual property. Okay, in physical property, is still we are under the space where the girls now have been given the equal right on the property. But if you see from my point of view, I would say that if you are skillful, if you are talented, okay, irrespective of the fact that whether you get something or not, but you can create your own right, which is called as intellectual property, right? So we will start with this. intellectual property rights. So these are all types of rights. We will not go in detail. It's just that patents are given for invention, industrial designs, again, for the artistic feature. I mean, appearance, trademark, yani vyapar chin. So in case if you are in any kind of business, vyapar chin. Geographical indication, we will take this up. Copyrights, if you are doing any kind of literary and artistic work. So I would like to emphasize on this point that just listening this thing, that intellectual property rights, it doesn't mean that you need to be very brainy. In case if you know knitting, in case you know quilting, in case you know needlework, right, or many of the things, you can leverage those things, right, and with the protection of by the protection of IPR, and then you can take it to the heights. Then again, trade secrets, yani ki, I mean, mummy's ki recipe, daddy's ki recipe, nanny's ki recipe, all those things. Integrated circuits, plant varieties, like if you have created some new plant variety by any of the technology or the things that you know, process that you know, and traditional knowledge. So many of our nannies and daddies, I mean, almost I know, they have got the traditional knowledge with them. So it's not just about that you need to be technically qualified to get the protection. Any person, irrespective of the education on papers, can apply and take the advantage of intellectual property rights. The only thing is you need to have a powerful mind. You need to have a focused mind that, yes, I need to do this thing. Let's see how. This is my favorite example to show that how women empowerment can be possible. So this is a success story of Lijjat Papar. We will take other examples also, but this is first in the line. Okay, so Lijjat Papar. I think all of you must know about it. Okay, so you know that about the Lijjat Papar. So as of now, it is a corporator, okay, which is established by the Indian women. It is known under the name of Shri Mahila Griha Udyog Lijjat Papar. Okay, basically it has been right now, it is for the development and empowerment. Now you see there is a word, empowerment. They are empowering the women because they have achieved to that height, and since their agenda is to empower, so development and empowerment for low income female workers. So economically they are raising them, right, empowering them. Socially also they are empowering them, okay, and psychologically also they are empowering them. More than 40,000 members and 62 branches across 17 states of Republic of India as of now, or maybe more than that, because that was the data from last year, right? So it was created in 1959. Today we are running in 2021. In 1959, it was started with rupees 80 as an initial capital, you can imagine. But just go back to the history and just imagine that 1959 was the year when they started with 80 rupees initial capital. And who are those women? 7 non-reading but skilled women neighbors, जो आसपास की आपकी neighbor की जो ladies थी, they decided that yes, we will earn something, we will do something. So their skill was papad making. Okay. So that journey started from the South Mumbai. These 7 ladies, they come together and they started this, right? Initial success was based on the production and sale of papad. So they used to make papad and they used to just sell it in the locality. Then once when the people are accepting their taste or everything was that, then they decided to make and sell the papads for a local merchant. Okay, and initially the output was 4 packets of papad, and later on they took it for the next level. Then they have increased capacity. Okay, earlier there was 7 members, and now within 3 months they have joined 25 members. Okay, for out of the money they purchase more manufacturing and storage equipment. They improve the production process, speeder or high quality papads. I mean, there is always room for improvement, and wherever there is room for improvement, they have focused on that. They have improved their logistic facilities, implemented quality system. See, telling you all those things is just that how seven non-reading but skilled women who are just skilled in making papad, they don't know anything else, right? So they are living in the South Mumbai, they know how to make papad, but they are seven non-reading women. And just imagine that their thought was entirely different. Within 3 months, their number reached to 25. 7 into 3 is 21. It's not 3 times. It is little more than 3 times, which is incredible. So see how powerful was their mind. They were above all those things. And then they were focusing on that. Definitely, they must be taking help from other people also, right? But as a women, they have reached to this place. Important is this. You also can use your surroundings. You guys can also gather for a noble work, right? If they can do, we can also do. Then they built an organization. Now these organizations have a principle, mutual affection and concern. That means no discrimination, no biasness or nothing. Devotion, because since they have built the organization for for a specific purpose, so that purpose should not be marginalized for any of the things which happens. It's fine, it happens. As a human being, it happens. But above all, what is the focus? Devotion towards our work. And we should have a mutual affection and collective ownership, that which we call as Sarvodaya. So there is no one leader, everything. All women membership, members referred to as sisters. These are few of the organization. Scaling up. She is one of the 7 founders of the Lijjat Papad. Okay, her name is Jaswanti Ben Popat, right? The first branch which was established outside Maharashtra was in 1968. Now you see their journey. It has started in 1959 and now in 1968, they have opened the first branch. They registered formally and legally as a society and they led the way for favorable marketing, including low interest. So they started taking loans from bank and all those things. Then they have got the Central Managing Committee in Mumbai. And in 2013, just imagine, from 80 rupees, they started in 1859 making papad. In 2013, their total turnover, you can see it is approximately, don't go with the exact figures, but this is the approximate. And now they have divided their labor, because since they have become large in the group, they have divided their labor. One is processing unit, packaging unit, distribution unit. What is very important to learn from their journey? Okay, it's not a story, it's something everywhere we have a learning. You just see that at every step they have empowered themselves. It's a self-empowerment. From 1959 to 1968 or to 2013, they are empowering on any or on every step. I mean, having the 3 divisions is also a kind of empowerment, dedicating units. This all involves a lot of empowerment, but before empowerment, it's very important that you are self-powering yourself. So that's what they have done. And now today they have all these product lines. Let me tell you all their products. Okay, all now they have added spices, khakra, all those things also, which we used to have, those homemade things, right? That our nani and dadi used to make. That also we have. Okay, so they have increased those number of products now, right? And then they have branded and commercialized. So here the input of IPR came, that they have the slogans, a unique organization of women, by women, for women. Okay, it's a slogan, it is trademark. Isko vyapar चिन्ह मतलब बोलते हैं, trademark से इन्होंने protect किया. Then they have a symbol. If you have seen Lijjat Papad का एक logo है जिसमें एक lady है, उसके हाथ में there is a flower, right? So Sasa, so symbol of women's power, that shows. It is also registered. Then if you remember, I remember clearly that there was a ad which has been, broadcasted on the DD1. That's the Lijjat Papad, jisme Tarram Purram wala. There was an ad which used to be there on DD1. You see that, I don't know from where because I really personally didn't get that opportunity that I should interact one of those founders, but I would love to interact with them. That how this thing came into your mind that we should have a mascot. You know, we should have a mascot, and importantly, to whosoever mind it came, important is that they all agreed with that, right? Because it's a society. So they have a mascot, which is this rabbit. खरगोश के नाम से एक mascot आता था. And if you see today in the era where we are living, the mascots are very important. Everyone is using mascot, be it sports, be it your educational institutes or everything, because mascots, they create a very strong, I would say, impression on your mind. So you will see Legit Papad, I mean, they have got this mascot and character. They have protected this with the help of trademark. Okay. And this boy who was in this, he was the iconic, he became the brand ambassador of this. So that happened in 1980. Now you see that happened in 1980. Today we are in 2021. So now if you see how they have branded and commercialized their product, they are having more than 70 registered trademarks today, including Lijat, Wordmark, Papar, Shri Mahila Gugre Udyog. So different, but they invested in IP, right? For them, IP was not an expense. They invested in IP, which is a very good thing. And they have got international trademark also, like outside India also, they have applied for this. So this is the symbol of women's strength. And I would say, yes, this is called women empowerment. So I think for me, it is the best women empowerment example that we can quote from India, saying that IPR is not just for the people who are properly educated. It is for those women also who can't even read, but they have got the skill. And a skill comes from here. Skill comes from observing something. But important is that everywhere you need to apply your mind, and you can only apply your focused mind when your mind is very powerful. That's why I said, have a powerful mind, and empowerment begins from that state. Now, let's have focus on other, I would say, examples also, by which with the help of IPR, the women, they got some recognition. Okay, or I would say a good recognition. First in the series is Hedy Lamarr. The only reason, see, there are so many examples. If I would say there are so many examples, but we have a restriction for the time, as well as I have chosen only those examples which can be taken as a reference in today's era also. So, Madam Curie, what she invented. Okay, so she's also one of the women that we can consider that she discovered something, invented something, and then she worked on that. And then she got that recognition. So Hedy Lamarr. So basically, she was an Austrian actress and beauty icon. But what she did, she invented something that's called the secret communication system, and she patented her. So just imagine that she is entirely from a different field called as the acting, okay, or something related to the beauty icon or something, and she patented something. That means she invented something that's called as the secret communication system. So which was used at the time of World War II. And today, let me just brief you that what exactly she invented at time is what we call today's Wi-Fi and GPS. The modern day Wi-Fi and GPS is based on her invented technology called as the secret communication system that we are still using. Definitely we are using the advanced version of it, but you can say, but you can see, and it's very inspiring and motivating that a lady coming from the cinema field, or I would say a beauty icon field, entirely from a different field, has done something which is related to the technical. So she got the patent. You know her, Biocon, the only reason to include this example is that pharma, because most of us are from pharma background, and we should know, that she's Indian businesswoman. She's the founder of Biocon, which is a global player in the biologics and biosimilars market. And definitely she has built a strong foundation relying on the patents, which are for the invention or innovation. Then you have trademarks and branding. And as you know that for COVID-19, Biocon has done and put a lot of efforts for one of their biologic drug, right? The second one is Beyond Knowles. I think all of you know. I have tried to, identify the women and the role of IP in their life from the different fields and not from the same field. So like she is coming from the cinema field, but she has her contribution technical aspect also, and she actually got patent for this. Then she's coming from totally technical field. So the people who are like from the technical field, definitely I would say that in case if you are in research, or in case if you are in college, or definitely college also and universities also do a lot of research, always try to make that all your effort should lead to something gainful, or something which should be protected. So in fact, you should also try to inculcate this kind of approach in your students also, that whenever they are visiting the lab, they should make sure that they are doing something value addition, they are learning, and at the same time they should know that in case if we have created something new, it should be protected with a proper right? So once if you are filing a patent, definitely it's called an empowerment, right? Okay. So she is an American singer. All of you know her worth. I mean, it's nothing to mention about it, but important is that she has built her IP on the music with the help of copyrights, with the help of trademarks, and with the help of many kind of IP rights, right? Next one is Sarah Blackley. She's again an American business woman, and she's the entrepreneur and founder of Spanx. So basically, it's an apparel company, and she used to deal in that thing. Basically, what she did, she used the IP in her business as she first patented her prototype of the product, and she trademarked it with a credit card. So this is very important that in case if you are into a clothing business also, then also you can protect your business or the elements of it or any product of it with the proper IPR. Okay. Women and IP, I think this, I think all of you know, she is J.K. Rowling. She's the author of the book Harry Potter series. So she just did one thing, she wrote a book. And I'm sure that definitely you guys, all of you must have watched her movie, that when she wrote the Harry Potter at that time, what phase she was going through. It was not a good phase for her, but then too she struggled. She wrote a book and became so famous that she has built an empire over the Harry Potter books, and then again the movies. So all the copyrights, in fact, the various adaptations that happened in the different languages. But just imagine if she would not have, if she would have just wrote it, and she would not have protected it with the proper rights, then definitely she would have never got the recognition that she is the author or she is the one who created that. So awareness is very important. It's very good that you have a talent. It's very good that you have a skill. It's also very good that you are a very powerful, sharp mind, having a business intellect or everything. But I think few things in the life or in the country or in the world have been given as a right to you, and you should know that how to use it, when to use it, and where to use it. Those are the intellectual property rights. I think this lady is worth to mention here, and she is Srimati Nisha Madhulika. She's 61 years age. She's an Indian chef, YouTube personality. I think most of you must be watching her recipes. The only thing is, when I say that, when I see people talking about that there is a discrimination between women also, that also, this also, that also. Just look at her age. She's 61. Definitely she started YouTube, I think 3 or 4 years back. But really, does gender comes when you have committed yourself that, yes, I want to do? Does really color or your any of the things really matter? No, it doesn't matter. The only thing that really matters in the life, and I'm telling you on the basis of my personal experiences, your mindset. If you have decided that, yes, I will not open up my mindset, it will never open. But once you are committed, no, I will make my mind first powerful, then I think there's no one in this entire world who can stop you. A powerful woman can empower others, and it is very important. And powerful doesn't mean economically or all the other things. It is important that your thoughts are powerful. They are to be executable. Whatever you are saying, you are committed to do it. Okay. I really have respect for Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam जी. उन्होंने एक बार कहा था कि इट्स नॉट अबाउट, ये तो डिनोमिनेशन है कि विमेन और मेन का एक डिनोमिनेशन हमने दे रखा है पूरी दुनिया में. इंपॉर्टेंट ये है कि चाहे मेन हो या विमेन हो, हम कितने कमिटेड हैं अपने काम के लिए और रियली हम कितना उसको करना चाहते हैं. पर उन सब के लिए क्या जरूरी है कि हमारा माइंड बहुत पावरफुल होना चाहिए. एक पावरफुल माइंड वो नहीं होता है जो किसी पोस्ट की पावर से आता है. एक पावरफुल माइंड वो होता है जो एक रीजनेबिलिटी रखता है, रैशनलिटी रखता है, और जिसको जो खुद एक जस्टिफाइड एक्शन रखता है. दैट इज अ पावरफुल माइंड, राइट? Now let's coming, so these were the things where we are like, I think you must be thinking ki ye sab to like properly educated dikh rahe hain. That's why the first example I took for the Lijjat Papad. And now there are few examples which I would like to tell you. There is a kind of IP right called as geographical indication. Apne naam suna hoga. So as the name itself says that it indicates the geography, right? So be it like आपके नासिक के grapes, okay, or the apples of HP, okay, or if you know about the fabrics, then there are so many fabrics uh, or the type of embroidery like kantha work. Then in Kashmir there is a work named needle work, right? There is a work which is famous in Rajasthan called as bandhani. Okay, there is a work which is famous in Kutch, right? So like this, there are so many women who are coming from the rural areas, right? Who are rural areas, but they have got a skill. The same way these Lijjat Papad making women, they have got the skill of making papad. Now, the government or the world, I mean the WIPO, they have got another kind of IP called as the geographical indication for all those women who are from the rural or sub-rural places, or even those women who because of some reason are not able to continue their work, be it any kind of responsibility, and they have decided, okay, I can't. But yes, like Nisha, Madhulika, if you know the cooking, then the only thing which is stopping you from reaching to this place is you only. You have mobile. It all depends that where you are using it. Okay, you have YouTube. It's all about that where you are using it. And there are so many who are into the fitness, okay, who are into the cooking, who are into the fashion designing. Even there are so many YouTubers who tell you that how to dress yourself. So it's all about this. So the same way it is for the rural, sub-rural, or those women who are skilled in making the embroidery, who are skilled in knitting, who are doing in, you know, making the baskets out of the bamboo, who are skilled in making the saris. There are so many saris which are hand woven. Right. So there are so many IPR rights available for these also. Okay, so rural women of the Lambani tribe, which is a place in the Bellary, Karnataka, they have benefited many-fold with the geographical indication status granted to this art in 2010. So basically, geographical indication, if something is GI tagged, it says that it is authentic and it is coming from the place where it originates. So that is the main, aim and objective of giving the protection of geographical indication, like the basmati rice. The same way it is there in the food stuff, the same is available, same rights are available for these kind of things also, which are copyrightable, which can be protected by copyrights also, and they can be protected with the help of geographical indication also. So basically this kind of embroidery, if you have seen, it is a combination of mirror work, stitching pattern, and applique work, right, done on the dark colored fabric. So these ladies, they got benefited many-fold. What they were earning earlier and what they have got today is very good. In fact, these kind of women, they got the international recognition also. There are so many trade fairs organized abroad, and these women or these kind of weavers, they got the opportunity to showcase, right? In fact, in India also, the government used to do many such things. I mean, if you see any kind of exhibition in your town, and if you just learn about it, those all are given by the government, and they have properly tagged themselves that they are coming from the Madhya Pradesh. Like the Madhya Pradesh, they have got this thing, Chanderi, right? Chanderi is indigenous to Madhya Pradesh. So like this, Dumbara mats. So if you see the Sri Lanka, right? So there is a place called Kandy, and there the Dumbara mats, they were woven in the village of Henavala, right? And all these weaving have been done by the women, okay? And since because of the geographical indication, these have got recognition. I and you also get to know about the Dumbra mats and all. I think all of you, like, because we are talking about the women, so women knows that there are so many different kind of saris available, right? And all those are made the weaved one, right? Handloom sari. So be it the saris like Dhania Kholi or the Balucheri from the West Bengal, okay, or be it the South Indian saris called as the Chettinad or so and so, okay, or be it the saris from MP, which is Chanderi, right, and many more. So there are so many. Then be it the saris from the Kashmir, be it the Bandhani or that Pachranga or something from the Rajasthan, or be it the Munga sari of Assam, okay, so, or be it the brocade or some other fabrics. All these are the geographical indication, and all these things are made by those rural women, okay. Many of the rural women, they are very good in making, that terracotta pot or terracotta jewelry and all those things. So what I mean to say that empowerment is possible if you are in connection with all those things, or you are doing all those things, then definitely you can empower these women. But the important aspect is that wherever we are, right, we should commit to ourselves that first we will make our mind powerful, and we will empower the uh, neighboring ladies. I mean, whosoever are in contact with us, with a good motivation, okay, with a good encouragement, and then only the women empowerment is possible. But at last, what I say, yeah, this is another kind of, I think this is the current affair, that's why I'm including it, that these two ladies, they got the Nobel Prize in chemistry, okay, and it was awarded for a method of genome editing, which is popularly known as the genetic scissors, which is invented by them, and they have got patented it, okay. So they are Professor Emmanuel Charpentier and Professor Jennifer A. Totner. So I think commendable women these are, and important is that I don't know from where, but whatsoever, they are aware about their rights, right? So the only, I would say, the only jump from power, your mind should be powerful, right? The only jump that you will get from power to empower is the awareness of the legal right and how to use it, okay. So this is very important. Now let's just focus on few of the statistics that where we were and now where we are going, especially the women. So if we see, PCT is Patent Cooperation Treaty, as all of you know. It's like the platform where you can file an international application. You see the participation of the women inventors from 2005 to 2019, it's increasing, right? Which is a good thing. Then if you see the participation of women inventors in PCT application, so you can see the comparison, right? And if you see the Indian women inventors, so there is an increase in their percentage also, and they accounted for 27% of inventors list in PCT application in China and the Republic of Korea. China has the highest, which is 55.2%. We have just half of it, which is 28. But yes, it is improving, and we should improve. We should improve it. Women inventor participation across different industries, so be it from like mechanical elements to biotechnology, and these are just the data for the patents, right? Because here all of us are technical people, most of us are technical or coming from some pursuing some degree or have already did it or something like that. But no matter whether we are from the urban or suburban or rural or sub-rural area, IPR has got the protection, different kind of protection for all. Okay. The only thing that you need to have is the skill, okay, and the execution of the same. Otherwise, there is enough awareness, there is enough of policies done by government also. In fact, on international level also, there are so many policies which have been made. And in fact, they are also trying to, decrease the gap between the gender biasedness, which is happening, right? But at the same time, I would say that first we should get powerful on ourselves, and then definitely when we transform ourselves and when we are committed to I would say follow all those things, definitely the time is not too far. Okay, few of the programs I would like to share with you is the WIPO, World Intellectual Property Organization. They have started Indigenous and Local Community Women Entrepreneurship Program. So that is just like for the women who are from the rural, coming from the rural and sub-rural areas. Then all of you know, in India, these two schemes are there. I hope that any one of you might have benefited from these. One is Kiran IPR scheme that is done by the TFAC in India. Okay, and they have actually created so many IPR women. Women in the field of IPR. They've trained them, and today I also know many women who have benefited from this scheme. So, which is worth to mention. Another one is by the Department of Science and Technology, where the Women Scientists scheme, where in case because of any reason, right, if you have got a gap in your life, right, it can be any reason, be it marriage or kids or any of the reason, then you can restart or you can give a push, right, to your career. In fact, the government gives you a funding also, but the only thing is that yes, you need to showcase your skills. Be That's definitely in the research. So these are the programs, and then there are so many programs, other programs also, but I think just for the technical people, worth to mention are these. So I think the only thing that I want to mention for Intensia is Intensia, this word is coined from the word intangible, which itself means intellectual. And since I'm a strong believer of a powerful mind, that's why the name is Intensia. Thank you so much for this opportunity again. And I would say, if in case any of the participants have any of the question, then please feel free to ask me. Thank you. Hello.
Okay, now the time is for the open session for the question from the audience. Any question from anyone?
15 hours.
So I would like to thank you, ma'am. It's such a wonderful session that you have shared your words with us. It's a very nice presentation that you were sharing with us. So we all are enjoying a lot. So excellent session today we are having for the first day. This is the first day of our symposium. So we all enjoyed a lot. So if anyone want to ask any kind of the doubt or query from the respected ma'am, they can share their views also. If you are unable to unmute, you can write down in the chat box if anything you want to ask from the ma'am.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Ma'am is mute. Please unmute the ma'am.
Muted.
I have been muted.
Hello, ma'am. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. How are you? Long time.
Yes, ma'am.
कैसे
I'm
हैं
very
सब?
eager to make it talk. Thank you for addressing us and getting awareness regarding IP is involved in women empowerment.
Yes, yes, definitely. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
So nice.
I expect more news on the social media regarding the filings of patent design. I already see that. Really didn't get much time to always gives the hands up, but here I'm saying that whatever you guys are doing at GG Scope, it's wonderful. Go for it. And I think that's the best example of women empowerment. One of the best examples. So reach to that level that next time when I make the presentation, I should include that example.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. It's because of you and Dr. Gaurav.
No, I definitely, Gaurav sir, definitely. His support is always there. I think what I can do is always that all of you are so beautiful by your heart and mind. The only thing is that we need to inculcate the same thing in our kids and in the future generation also, that it is very important that what we do, the powerful mind is very important, which should be beyond all such things. I think the session should be addressed first to the women and then definitely to the society. So all of you are doing great.
Thank you all. Thank you to all women.
Everyone. Yeah, to everyone. Sure. Any questions, then please ask me. Any doubts or whatever related to IPR or something.
Deepshika ma'am, please share your views.
It is so wonderful session. So I must say, it means if no one is asking for question, it means ma'am has presented in such a good manner, in an elaborated manner, like no doubt is left. And
crossing finger.
You are,
Yes. Totally, it is like that.
Of course, definitely. Otherwise, some question must be there. But it means you are presented in such a nice manner, in such a well presented way. Your presentation is too good, and we all are enjoying a lot. So it's really a nice session, ma'am.
Thank you, Deepshika ma'am. I think it's first time we are meeting. Thank you. Hope all of you are good. And yeah, okay. Okay, then thank you so much. Thank you, Bhavna ma'am. Thank you, Deepshika ma'am. Thank you, everyone.
Ma'am, from our side, we have an honor for you. Please kindly accept honor from both the institutions. Please, ma'am.
Yeah. Thank you so much,
ma'am, for this.
Thank you so much.
Thank you,
ma'am. And thank you so much for the wonderful picture. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, bye. Take care. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay, bye. Take care.
Okay, bye, ma'am. Okay, dear participants, tomorrow we will meet at 11 for the next technical sessions and the continuation of our 5-day symposium program. Thank you all. Kindly fill the feedback form for today's 5-day symposium shared in a group or also available on a website, YouTube link. Okay.